guys, Mike again, your host of Craft Beer Storm, the ultimate beer podcast, and founder, owner, brewer at Beara Brewing Company in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, where it is hot and cold. I don't know what's going on with this weather, but I know in Denver it was 80 degrees one day, and then it dropped to 19 degrees and it started snowing. So there you go. We're I guess Mother Nature is struggling between winter and summer and spring, and yeah, it's that time of year. Anyway, we're continuing our journey. We got part 4 for you of our Craft Brewers Conference. My journey inside and talking to a lot of quality people, quality companies. And here we go. And still roaming around the hall here, I find American Beer Equipment, ABE, and then I found Brad Perkinson. How you doing, Brad?
Just fine. Yourself?
What are you doing for ABB?
I'm an equipment specialist. Used to be a brewery owner-operator. Loved the equipment so much when I had the opportunity. Came here to help get more breweries the best equipment they can afford.
Yeah, it looks really impressive, all the equipment here. You have all kinds of stuff. So what does ABE provide for people?
Well, ABE, initially we were a water production and water bottle production company. Decided that beer was exciting, so we got into the beer industry. Now, in 2019, we pretty much provide any sort of production or packaging equipment for any sort of beverage. So beer...
Is that right? Anything?
Yeah, beer, kombucha, tea, coffee, water, soda, literally anything liquid, I can put into a package or make it for you.
Are you guys up by Ipswich Brewing or in Massachusetts? I'm not sure.
So we're over in Lincoln, Nebraska.
Oh yeah. No, I'm sorry. Like your equipment was there. I'm sorry.
Exactly,
but you're located in Lincoln, Nebraska.
We're in Lincoln, Nebraska, but we are an international company by every stretch of the imagination. We've got 320 something canning lines out currently, a third of which are international. We've got a ton of brew houses all around the world. Literally almost any country we've got equipment.
So you kind of like make it to order, I guess, for somebody who specifics.
For sure, we've got some off-the-shelf options, some of the smaller stuff, the tanks, but most of our production equipment is full custom. So we'll talk to the client, give them our base option, and then tell them to get a pen and go to town to make it their own. And we do all sorts of customizations.
That's great. Yeah. No, it looks very impressive, the whole equipment.
Lots of pretty stainless steel.
A lot of shiny stainless steel, which is very, very appealing to brewers. They're like, oh, look at that. Wow.
It's nothing better than nice, clean stainless.
Yeah, it doesn't stay very clean. Well, it has to be clean on the inside, but in the outside it gets all beat up.
Yeah, let me tell you, we've had several polishing rags every morning because handprints are bountiful.
People touch stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for your time. I appreciate it.
No, my pleasure.
Oh, and now I stumbled upon Castle Malting, which I use the Special G, which is Special B malt, which is from Belgium. And I have Tatiana Bassi.
Yes.
How are you doing, Tatiana?
I'm good.
And you're from Belgium?
Yes, we're from Belgium. We are based in Belleuil, a small village at 50 kilometers from Lille in France. So.
Where you originally?
Yeah.
And is this your first conference?
Now in Denver, yes, but last year I was in Nashville. And also I participate to other conferences in Germany, in Belgium, in France. So next month I will be in China.
You're all over the place. Yeah, I like your Special B, but then I did try your biscuit once before, the malt. Can you explain a little bit about your malts?
So if you like Special B and biscuit, you have to try Cara Gold malt and other caramelized malts like Cara Ruby or Cara Blonde. Also, you have to try other malts, our base malts.
Now, these malts give different flavors, right?
Yes, of course, different flavors. For example, biscuit gives a bread and cookie flavor to your beer.
Right.
You also we have malts for a reddish color to your beer, or malts who give a peated flavor to your beer. It depends what you're looking for.
So it's all malted, I guess you have. Is it all in Belgium where you do this?
Yes, it's malted in Belgium at Belleuil. Our malting plant is based only in Belleuil. And we have a warehouse at 15 kilometers from Belleuil. And We produce now more than 70 types of malt. We have also organic malts and an exclusive line of malts.
Wow, awesome. That's awesome. And where do you get the barley from? Do you get it from Belgian farmers?
From Belgium, but also from France, Spain, or Denmark.
Wow.
It depends of the crop.
But it is really very good malt. The malt that I've tried is very good. And I must try more because it just gives it such a flavor and such a characteristic.
Yes.
And people drink it and they're like, oh, this is really good. I'm like, well, because I use that Special B malt.
That Special B, it's a great malt. And we propose also beer recipes. If you are interested to do a Belgian beer, we have also beer recipes.
You have recipes?
Yes, recipes for beer.
I was going to do a Belgian, like a Vit, like a white beer.
Yes, we have also white beer.
You have recipes?
Yes, of course.
You have to send it to me.
No problem.
Awesome. I have to try more of your malts, but I appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thank you too. Have a nice day.
And I stumbled upon Hopsteiner. I haven't heard of Hopsteiner before, but I found Darren Stanke, who's with Hopsteiner. How you doing, Darren?
I'm doing very well. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm doing good. How's the conference so far?
Oh, so far so good. I mean, we're at a beer conference. What could be better?
Everybody's happy. You know, what place are you going to go to where everybody's happy? I don't know. But what do you do with hops? I see hops all over. You have experimental hops here. What do you guys do at Hopsteiner?
We do a little bit of everything. So we're a fully integrated hop growing and distributing company. We're located in Yakima, Washington, where we have all of our hop farms and breeding program where all of those experimental varieties come from.
Excellent. Excellent. So I see you have Eureka and you have X10416. They don't have names yet, but they're experimental hops. So what about the experimental hops? You crossbreed?
A little bit of crossbreeding, yes, from different varieties.
Different varieties and create the new ones. Yeah, because the beer I had so far is excellent. It's very good. But you're up in Washington State or Oregon? Or?
Correct. Yes, Washington State.
Excellent. How long have
Yakima,
you been with the
Washington.
company?
I've been with the company for about a year and a half now.
Yeah. Where were you before that?
I was at a higher ed institution in Washington State as well.
All right, there you go. So it's better to talk about beer and drink beer and
certainly, yeah.
Work towards beer.
I don't have to wear a suit and tie every day.
No, I don't want to wear a suit and tie either. All right, awesome. Okay, well, thanks very much for your time. I appreciate it.
Yeah, certainly.
On Wireman Malt, I use them in our beer. It's excellent malt, and I have Sabine.
Yeah, correct.
And Franziska. Wireman, they're actual Wiremans. So I have to talk to them. How are you ladies doing?
Very good. How are you?
Very good.
Thank you. Thank you so much for talking to me for a few minutes. So maybe you can go over the Wireman, like how it came about. Are you like second generation or first generation?
No, we're much more. So I'm fourth generation, and Franziska is fifth generation.
Oh, wow.
My great-grandfather founded Wireman in 1879. We're celebrating the 140th birthday during this show.
No, but I love your malt. I use it in every.
Very good. Thank you.
And how long have you been with the company?
Officially 1.5 years, unofficially since birth. So this is actually my 23rd Craft Brewers Conference.
Wow.
Yeah, and I'm 28.
Oh my God. Where do you guys live in Germany?
We live in Bamberg. It's a beautiful city. It's a World Heritage city. 15 breweries in town and 300 within an hour drive. And we live right in the middle of the city, right downtown.
I have to go to Germany and just spend some time over there.
Oh, yeah, please do. And Bamberg
I've been to Munich.
Part of Germany.
I think it is beautiful, too.
Yeah, but next time you come to Munich, hop on the train to Bamberg. It's just an hour, 45 minutes.
Oh, really?
So, and it's worth the trip.
I must go. So how's it going? I mean, with your malt, you're all over. Now you go through BSG in the U.S.
Yeah,
so
many
years.
years.
Going like worldwide? Are you selling? You're selling a lot of malt.
Yeah, we're selling to 135 countries. Wherever craft beer industry is blooming, they rely on Wireman Malt.
So you get the barley from farmers and then you malt it? Is that how it works?
That's correct. We have about 500 farmers around Bamberg. It's a very long-term relationship, up to 30, 40 years. And then we have a barley growing program.
Yeah, and we also have our own grain elevator to store almost half of the barley that we need ourselves, so we can control the quality, the temperature, the moisture, so we have all in-house.
As I went to, there's a malting company around, we use a lot of Irish barley as well, and I go to Malting Company of Ireland, we get from them, and also lager and malt, but they have high quality control standards. And I guess in Europe you would have the same thing.
Oh yeah, Wireman has a very high quality standards. We double check each delivery before taking it into the facility for different quality parameters, and if it doesn't fit, we would not unload the truck.
Right, and you know exactly like
Because only if you have the best barley, you can do the best malt.
Exactly. That's why your malt is awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes.
All right. Well, I appreciate your time. Thank you, ladies. I hope you enjoy the conference. You're the 23rd.
Yeah.
Which one is this for you?
23rd.
23rd as well. My God. All right.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay.
Well, thank
Happy
you very
brewing.
much.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you. And I found Horst Dornbusch and Thomas Kraus Wireman. They wrote a book. It's called Dark Lagers. How you doing, Horst?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
How you doing, Thomas?
I'm doing very good. So
Very good. Excellent.
all the time in the U.S. is very good.
All the time so far is good. You like
Yeah.
the conference?
I like the conference a lot. So it's great to meet all these enthusiastic brewers using my malts for perfect lager beers.
As well as ales, of
As
course.
ales, sure.
The full spectrum of
Yeah.
beers in the
Full
world
spectrum,
you can
okay.
make with Wireman Malt.
So I know, and I've used them, and I think the Wireman malts are excellent. You know,
Thank you.
Carafoam and
That's a good
even-
one. The malt aroma is excellent in Wireman Malt because it's based on highly aromatic barley varieties,
Yeah.
which are not planted everywhere. They're some of the rarer barley varieties that are based on land races that have conveyed a lot of the traditional malt in the aromatics into the modern varieties.
Right. Excellent. So now you wrote some books, I see.
Should I take that, Thomas? Sure. Okay. Well, the book is entitled Dark Lagers, and for about 10 years, Thomas and I have been looking at the world of publishing, and there are dozens and dozens of books available about making pale ales. So we decided there is no book in the world that we know in any language that we can understand about dark lagers, and we said, somebody really ought to write that book someday. And as we were talking about it on and off over the years, finally we looked at each other and said, should we do it? And of course we were dumb enough to both nod and say, yeah, we'll do it.
It's not a very common style like dark lager. Like I know there's lagers, people think about lighter lagers, right?
Well,
Darker-
you see, that's the misconception.
Yeah.
There are about, I would say, 20 different dark lager styles in the world, and they're not as well known yet because, quite frankly, nobody has really written about them. I mean, if you go back a couple of years, nobody knew what a Gose is.
Right.
Nobody understood Keller beer or Zwickel beer or even a Scotch ale. Nobody knew how to make a proper Scotch ale or an Irish red ale. Nowadays, brewers have become much more sophisticated and they have branched out into all kinds of new styles. And we think that the last undiscovered sort of terra incognita in beer styles are those traditional German dark beer styles that have come to us essentially from the Middle Ages.
Right, and I think you might be onto something because is it a crisp beer? Well, some lagers are really crisp, and I think based on what I was hearing this morning from Bart Watson, he's the chief economist
Sure.
of BNA, he says the crisp, people are looking for more crisp beers.
Dark lagers come in all varieties, from very dry and crisp to malty sweet.
Okay.
You take a very dark Doppelbock, for instance, which is laced with aromatic malts in the finish, just the way, let's say, a barley wine might be laced with malt flavors in the finish. And it's a long-lasting malt finish. So there are very dry lagers as well as lagers with a good deal of pleasant, aromatic, residual sweetness.
Right.
And we put together 41 recipes in the book. About one third of them represents classic, traditional dark lager beer styles. Another third deals with more experimental beer styles, where Thomas and I took off from the classics and made a few modifications to simply play with the traditional styles. And then the remaining third consists of, let's say, outlandish, almost crazy beers, innovative beers, experimental beers, where we throw in coffee, cocoa, cherry extract.
Right.
So we really went off on the, let's say, the extreme beer wave, and showed that you can make even interesting extreme beers, both very hoppy ones and very hop aromatic ones, using basically old lager styles.
So how can people find this book if they want to buy it?
Well, it was published by the Master Brewers Association of the Americas a couple of months ago. So if you go to the e-store of the MBAA, you can buy it there. It's also available on Amazon.com.
Oh, excellent. All right. Well, thank you. No, this is great. I mean, it's a great style. I should probably experiment with it, too. I got to make a lager. I haven't made a lager yet. It's terrible. I made a lot of ales, but just lagers take a long time.
Well, all the instructions are in the book.
All right.
And these recipes were all test brewed before we put them in the book. And we test brewed them in Germany, in the United States, and in Canada. So this is a truly international endeavor.
Excellent. All right. Well, good luck with the book, and
Thank you
for your time.
You're most welcome.
Awesome. Hey, I just bumped into Eric Wallace. He's one of the founders of Left Hand Brewing. How you doing, Eric?
Doing awesome. Enjoying the trade show.
How do you like this conference? It's excellent.
So far, it's been super busy. Lots of meetings, meeting lots of old friends, making new ones, walking the trade show floor. It's going to take all of 2 days to get around here, I think.
I know. I started yesterday, and I'm like maybe a quarter done, so I think I got a lot of walking to do between today and tomorrow. I also have some interviews with other people, and I got to go.
Yeah, it's busy. It's great to see. The attendance is pretty strong. I think 14,500 is the last number I heard.
That's great.
So, and over 1,000 vendors. So it's a really big show. I think a lot of them are getting good traffic.
And you're part of the board of directors for BA too? Or?
Yeah, I'm the chair of the Brewers Association board.
That's excellent. Yeah, I'm going to interview Bart later. Bart Watson.
Bart Watson? Oh, he's way smarter than me.
And then the lady who, Anne, she put this whole thing together, the marketing manager.
Yeah, and Nancy's events director for events for the BA as well.
Yeah. So I'll interview them later along with some other people. Then I got Deschutes Brewmaster tomorrow.
Yeah, awesome.
So we got your media room. But I appreciate you taking a few minutes. And
certainly.
Left Hand is doing some great stuff.
Yeah, we've got a lot of cool new things coming on. This summer, we just became the national bike sponsor for Bike MS for beer, and we have 7 teams, 6 rides that we ride in. We raise a lot of money for MS. So Wheels Goes Round, kind of a new year-round beer for us to raise MS awareness and help us, crack the $4 million raise this year. On our way to $5 million raised for fighting MS.
Man, that's a lot of cash. Wow, that's great.
We like to ride our bikes. The more we ride our bikes, the more beer we can drink. And we might as well do some good while we're at it. Build community, support our friends and relatives that have MS.
That's cool. Yeah, I try to do the same thing with our brewery. I signed up for the New York City Marathon through the American Cancer Society.
Yeah.
So I have to raise like $3,200, but I multiplied it by 10.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get 32,000.
That's awesome.
We're going to try to do it, right? Why
not? Get out there and have fun and work hard and play hard and do good deeds at the same time. It's really fun. The other thing we've got going on right now, literally right now, we're launching a new nitro beer. Since we sell a lot of nitrogenated beer, and it's called Flamingo Dreams. So it's a blonde ale with black currants and raspberries, which is completely different than what we're normally doing.
Do you barrel age it too?
No, it's not barrel aged. No, but it comes out like a kind of a purplish color with a pink sorbet looking head. You can find it here on the floor. It's probably in about 10 different booths, and you'll see it tonight at the ball concert with the String Dusters.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad I met you. It's fantastic. And thank you.
Have a great show. Enjoy our crazy spring weather.
Oh, I know. It's going to have a snowstorm,
right?
Now, is it snowing now?
Yeah,
oh my
it's
God.
changing.
It was like 80 degrees yesterday. It's ridiculous. All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, and I'm out. We're in the Irish Snug, and I just met Shane Losey from My Bottle Boss. He does bottle openers. How's it going, Shane?
Hey, really good. It's a real pleasure to meet you.
So you have a table at the conference, or?
Yeah, we're in booth 21147.
All right, cool. And so what does your company do?
Well, we designed a bottle opener, a unique bottle opener, a quality bottle opener that has a twist, and we like to call it a bar tool.
Did you say, and it's made out of stainless steel? And
Yeah, they're made out of stainless steel, environmentally casted, so high quality, powder coated, and then laser etched. And we also do customs for breweries and bars.
So you can put like a logo on it, and people can.
Yeah, that's exactly right. We got a laser with our business, and we just custom laser them right on the spot.
And then how you doing at the conference? Do you have any sales yet? Or?
Yeah, actually, we've for a trade show. This has been awesome. We've gotten so many great contacts, and we have generated some business as well. We got several potential large orders for both retail as well as gifts.
That's awesome. Yeah, I don't know why I haven't come here in the past. They gave me a free media pass because of my podcast.
That's
on
fantastic.
media, I guess, right?
Yeah, and by the way, this is our first conference as well.
The first one as well. But it's great. It's so many people just bumping into like heavy duty people like that have been in the industry for like 30 years, and they have this. It's just unbelievable.
Yeah, that's been my impression too. And if you haven't been to this, and you'll concur here, it is so enormous. It's unimaginable. I didn't know that this was that big of an industry until I've seen this trade show, and I'm blown away.
But that's what, we're trying to do a 360 here. So the last thing, you make the bottles, you put the labels on them, you make the beer, you got to open the bottles, right? So there you go.
Yeah, that's right, and that's been our success at this show is everyone needs to either open a bottle or a can, and our opener is very unique. It has a pry tab, a wide mouth pop top, and then it has kind of a plier-like grip for twist and caps off as well. So cool. We've had a very good exposure here.
So now, if people want to buy this, where do they go?
Right now, the only retail outlet we have is our website, and you can see our product at www.mybottleboss.com. Mybottleboss.com.
All right, cool, Shane. All right, well, it's nice meeting you, man.
Yeah, nice meeting you too. Thanks for the interview.
Hey, yeah. That was good stuff from quality companies and individuals that I met at the Craft Brewers Conference in Denver. And they were ABE Equipment, Castle Malting, Hopsteiner, Wireman. We have Horst Dornbusch and Saravisa Communications. I hope I said that right, Horst. Left Hand Brewing and My Bottle Boss, which is producing this bottle opener. It's like a weapon. It's freaking solid. Really good stuff. But that's our podcast, and that was part 4 of our journey there. And if you like what you were hearing, if you like our podcast, please go on to iTunes, give us a rating, give us a review. It's the only way we get up in the rankings. And tell a friend, tell 10 friends to listen to our podcast, because we're bringing you quality stuff that only we can bring you. So until next time, take care.